Oh my. Say cheese. Let's turn her loose. And there she goes.
So, one of my number one questions that I get from a lot of different people is, can you catch bass in the wintertime? Yes, you can. So today, hopefully, I'm going to solve some of those mysteries and kind of give you some helpful hints and tips today.
Hey folks, a little update. First fish scored, largemouth, 15 3/4. I'm gonna put her back. There she goes. Started off with my red line selection, the black Pro Strike. Got bit right off the bat, but moving just a little bit too fast for them. So then I broke down and I throwed our bladed jig, and I have scored 2 nice fish. So that seems to be the consensus, is just really slow down. You gotta let that bladed jig go all the way to the bottom, pop it up, and then just slowly wind it back. And I've scored. See how that sun is hitting those rocks today? And that's gonna be some of your warmest temperatures in this little old river. And that's where you fish is at too. Hey guys, another little update. Told you, I slowed down with that bladed jig, that red line bladed jig, and I just scored a beast. This fish is 21 inches long, and she grabbed it and loved it. So yes, bass do bite in winter if you feed them the right things. So red line strikes again. Another great fish. I'm gonna turn her loose so I don't stress her that much. This water's cold. I'll show you my full setup at the completion of the video. All right, guys, one more time. You wanna see her? Ow! Merry Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna give you an illustration of where I'm catching these fish at. My theory was correct. All of this on these outside bends, especially in this Appalachian area, there's rock and there's usually deeper water. But what I'm doing is I'm finding these fish in these little eddies behind those rocks. First of all, that's those hard targets we were talking about. Seem to hold more heat, and also crayfish. So basically that's what I'm doing with that vibrating jig, is fishing it like a crayfish. You know, I set out today to see if I could catch fish in the wintertime, and I've had a great day today. I caught a 21-inch largemouth, and I've just caught the biggest spot of the year for me. That is a monster 21.5-inch river spot. So can you catch fish during the winter? Yes, you can. And I caught all my fish on the red line bladed jig, and I'll show you my complete setup when I get home today and to wrap this up. But wow, what a way to finish the day and the year out with a monster river spot. And let's let her go. There she goes. You know, I was pulling that bladed jig, and all of a sudden that bladed jig just quit thumping. Pulled back on her, and it was a fight. You know, I caught that 21-inch largemouth. There's no comparison to that fight. So, but you saw I just turned her loose, so she'll fight again another day. And I want to wish you guys Merry Christmas. Just as promised, I'm going to share my setups that I used on our epic day in December catching those big old bass. The first bait that I started out with, and I usually start with, is a black 3/8 ounce Pro Strike by Redline. If you notice, it's got an Indiana blade on it. I do something a little bit different. I put an Ultra Vibe speed chunk on the back of it. But as you saw in the video, water temperatures was in the 40s. It was just a little bit too quick for them. So my next bait that I went to was our bladed jig. This is a green pumpkin Redline bladed jig. The blade's green pumpkin, the head's green pumpkin. The skirt is a green pumpkin skirt with a black scale pattern. On the back of it, as a trailer, I like to use the Strike King KVD blade minnow, and I dip the tail in orange. So I've got a green pumpkin setup with just a touch of orange, and it worked like a charm. As you saw, I caught some big bass in December. Most of our crawfish in this area are dark. A lot of green pumpkin with just a slight touch of orange, and it worked like a charm, as you saw. So yes, you can catch fish in December. I've had probably some of my biggest bass ever in December. So there's no better way to close out this year than a great fishing trip with catching big old bass. Folks, I hope you like the content that we're trying to put out. I want to encourage you to go by Tim Perkins Fishing Facebook page. We're becoming the outdoor coach, because what we're going to try to do is go in a million different directions. I'm taking my family along our outdoor adventures, and we want to share them with you. So we've got some great content coming, but we need you to go to our Facebook page, and if you're on a phone, there's a blue button there that says follow. Hit the follow button. So folks, I'm glad you came along with us today, and have a great holiday season and a happy new year.
Hard work! Hard work! Hard work, work! Hard work, work! Hard